Hey everybody, so if you haven't heard yet, the Ethereum merge is happening in just about 3 days. This is a huge event, and Chainstack has been hard at work making sure that developers on our platform have a seamless experience come the merge. Now, if you just heard what I said, you don't know what I'm talking about. The Ethereum merge is a huge event within the ecosystem where basically Ethereum's existing chain, which is now called the execution layer, will be joined with the beacon chain's consensus layer, which basically means, in simple terms, that the Ethereum chain will move from a proof of work consensus mechanism to proof of stake. And if you're familiar with proof of stake, you'd know that it's generally a lot more efficient than proof of work, especially when it comes to energy usage. That'll be one of the biggest benefits that happens with the merge. And of course, the transition from proof of work to proof of stake on Ethereum is the eco-friendliness of proof of stake, right? So right now, as Ethereum is before the merge, it operates of proof of work, which means that the network is secured by mining, right? Mining takes up a ton of energy. So we want to find a way to reduce that amount of energy without kind of, reducing security on the network. So the way that's achieved is through proof of stake, right? So we see a lot of other networks like Harmony, Polygon, Avalanche, all of the main layer 2s and layer 1s that you see, most of them use proof of stake, which basically means that instead of being secured by mining, the network is now instead secured by staked Ethereum, which in turn makes it more scalable, sustainable, and of course more secure. Now, on top of these high-level kind of big picture changes, we're also going to see stuff like a 1-second block time reduction, right? So currently on proof of work, Ethereum is running at a 13-second block time. We'll see that transition to 12 seconds. We'll also see stuff like block restructuring, new and more reliable block types, opcode upgrades, the lack of Omers production, and much more. Now, on top of those mainnet changes, if I can scroll down here over to kind of this widget, we're also going to see a big testnet change, right? So we're going to see 3 testnets on Ethereum be shut down within the next year or so. The first will be Kiln, which will be shut down shortly after the merge. Then Ropson will be shut down in Q4 of this year, and Ringaby will be shut down sometime next year. Now, also, as you can see on our website, we have kind of a countdown here for the merge. So this is expected to happen on September 15th, which from the time of recording is about 3 days from now. And of course, at Chainstack, we're prepared to transition Ethereum nodes with no downtime, meaning that developers on our platform can run Ethereum nodes and expect a seamless experience without having to make any preparations on the infrastructure side of things. And on top of that, we're going to be offering a beacon chain API that you can actually sign up for early access right now on our page. The page that I'm on right now, as you can see, we have an early access sign up form for the beacon chain API. This is chainstack.com/themerge, which you can also find linked in the description. Now, for node operators that are not currently on Chainstack and might be running nodes yourself, there's going to be a couple big changes that you need to make come the merge. So that'll be things like installing, running, and managing both a consensus layer client and an execution layer client, and then authenticate both clients with the new engine API. And while most people listening to this will think that's kind of a daunting task, because it sort of is, it's a lot of work that you have to do. It's because of this that node operators generally prefer platforms like Chainstack because we manage all that for you. And of course, like I said earlier, node operators that are on our platform don't have to make any preparations for the merge. As it's already set to go, we've done it all for you. So because of that, of course, if you're a node operator and you'd like to get started with Chainstack, kind of reduce the headaches that come with big changes like this, you can always go to chainstack.com and sign up for a free developer plan. Now, we've talked about a lot of big topics here, right? Number one, we've talked about the high-level changes coming with the merge, which is, of course, Ethereum's existing chain, the execution layer, being joined with the consensus layer to make a proof-of-stake network instead of what it is now, which is proof of work. The big high-level pluses that come with that, which is sustainability, of course, scalability, and security. And then more smaller things like a block time reduction, block restructuring, and whatnot. And then, of course, the changes that node operators can expect, or the lack thereof if they're on Chainstack. Now, we just kind of scratched the surface of what the merge is and what it's going to bring to not only the crypto ecosystem, but the Ethereum network as a whole. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about exactly what it is and what it means for maybe you as a developer, or you as a user, or a node operator, you can head down to our article that we published just a few days ago, and we dove super deep into the topic, so feel free to head over there, also linked in the description, to learn a little bit more.